show you how to make the bias edge on the side of a jumper where you don't want the rib or the bottom of the jumper to be joined and you want a side slit. Okay, so you just need to pretend this is the side of your top. I've sewn to where I want the slit to go. This is my ribbing, and you just need some bias. It's a little bit thicker than what I would probably use, but good for showing you the demonstration. Okay, so to where you've sewn, you can sew as far up or as low down as you want. And now just going to pop a little snip as far in as that sewing seam. Okay, so just put that there. Okay, now I'm going to get your bias. I'm going to fold it in half and then unfold. And I'm just going to place that above the slit, so where the sewing stops. And the fold is going to be on the same line as your seam here. Okay, and I'm just going to pop a line of sewing here. Okay, so I'm just going to sew here. The edge there. Now I'm going to lift this front section up and I'm going to fold this down so the edge goes along that row of stitching. And place that flat downwards like that. Okay. And try and make sure if you've got a seam for your ribbing that it's facing upwards. And now I'm going to sew a straight line down there. Okay. The end, I'm just going to back stitch and cut off. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to just flip this the other way and lift that section up. So this side is now right sides facing. And now this is now going to come down and face down this way. So it's just trying to get that out of the way. It's a bit fiddly. Pushing that down like that. And you want those V's to line up as well as you can at the top there. Okay. And to sew this, I'm going to now turn it round like that. Okay, so you might just need to align it again once you've turned it around. If you unfold this now, you'll see that you've got your your V, and when you fold it over, you can just see the bias tape just popping through there. You just need to make sure that that's folded over nicely. Okay, so now we're going to tuck in these ends. So you want to make sure that the bias tape isn't poking through, so it needs to be flat, and if not, just rolled in slightly like that, so that when you place it flat like that, you can see like that. Okay. Now we're just going to tuck this in, but I've got quite a lot of excess fabric there. I'm not going to cut off too much. And now I'm just going to poke it so it goes in between. Okay. So you see there? Just folded it down so it's nice and neat. Okay. I'm going to pop a clip in there and do the same on the other side. And you just want to make sure that that's all sitting nice and flat. So my hems don't actually match up, unfortunately, but this is just a practice piece. But obviously you want to make sure they either match, or you want them, you could even have your front shorter and your back longer. That's all the rage at the minute, isn't it, on some ladies' tops. Okay, so make sure that's nice and flat, and I'm going to sew around the edge of this into the V, down and to the bottom. I'm not going to sew all the way along there because I'm going to secure it in here. So that's the inside. You see mine are a little bit wonky, but actually I quite like it if that was the front and that was the back. And then that would be the outside. Obviously just need to trim off my edges, but it just gives a nice neat finish.